picking up the real comic stacks. This news page is dope spills, but have you stepping back?
Welcome back, fellow knowledge seekers. It's my comics busting through your speakers. I am your host, Frankie J, and this is where we discuss those comics every day. But before we begin, please hit that subscribe bell and button. Don't forget to ring the bell. You seen what Rocky said. Hit that bell and button and show some love. And in this video, we will be discussing another underwritten, underestimated, underrated supervillain who goes by the name of Carver. If you've never heard of Carver, he hails from the Marvel Comics. The creators of Carver have not revealed an origin story as of yet. What we know about him is based on the comics that he appeared in. His first comic was Wolverine Volume 2, issue number 157, and his last appearance was in Wolverine Volume 2, issue number 157. Now, what we know about Carver is he's a mutant and he's a member of the tribe or of the Morlocks, or the tribe called Quest. Baby! Nah, I'm just joking. He's a member of the tribe of the Morlocks who live underground. Not all Morlocks live underground. I just want to clear that up. There's like an argument I had with one of my boys a couple of days earlier. It's like, oh, Morlocks live underground. No, they don't, dog. Just the ones that are kind of disfigured and that don't like humans. But this tribe lived underground, and he's a survivor of a Morlock tribe that got decimated by the Marauders. And that's a different storyline we'll save for later. Now, as the Morlock tribes was trying to regroup and regain themselves, Carver decided that he was going to become a leader of one of the tribes. But unlike most Morlock tribes that are non-aggressive, Carver's tribe was aggressive, and he wanted to expand his borders underground. This brought him in direct conflict with the underground kingdom of the Mole Man. And some of y'all may not remember the Mole Man, but this dude ain't no joke, right? But the Mole Man and his minions, they didn't stand a chance against Carver and his tribe. So therefore, the Mole Man created some rock-like creatures like the size of Ben Grimm to fight for him. And as this fight was going on, one of Carver's tribesmen was going to the surface and killing people. These murders attracted the attention of the NYPD, Wolverine, and Spider-Man, who went into the Morlock tunnels to investigate the deaths. They ran into the Mole Man, where of course Wolverine tried to fight the Mole Man because he thought that the Mole Man was responsible for the murders. But then the Mole Man convinced them otherwise and led the superheroes to Carver's location. Of course, Wolverine challenged Carver to a battle for Carver's tribes. Carver was faster, stronger than Wolverine, and Wolverine's claws proved ineffective against Carver's unbreakable skin. Carver got the best of Wolverine and was about to toss Wolverine to his death in a pit of fire. But then an earthquake that was caused by the Mole Man, but the Mole Man said, nah, I didn't do it, but we know he did it because they showed it in the next screen. Anyways, when the earthquake happened, rocks fell, people fell into the cavern of fire, and Carver disappeared, and we never heard from him again. But we know that he kicked Wolverine's butt in this one, and Wolverine's claws were ineffective against Carver. So I just wanted to bring him to the forefront because some of us might have forgot him. In the next screen, we're going to discuss what his powers and abilities are. He has unbreakable skin, much like Luke Cage and Frenzy, but his skin is so hard that Wolverine's claws didn't even leave a scratch. However, let's discuss Wolverine's claws because they have cut Luke Cage's skin, which means that Carver's skin is tougher than Luke Cage's skin. And also, Wolverine's claws have cut the likes of Thanos, the Hulk, Colossus, and Thor, and they are pretty durable superheroes. However, his only weakness was his eyes was vulnerable to being temporarily blinded from a strike. Carver is a mutant who possesses enhanced strength, speed, endurance, and reflexes. He also has a regenerative healing factor like Wolverine. He also has a retractable bone spikes that extend from his wrists and elbows, and he is an expert in unarmed combat. This concludes the video. Yo, Charles Hazleton III, hit us with that outro!
Picking up the real comic stacks. This news page is dope spills, but have you stepped Alternative factuals got me to approach the nerd. Now I got the comic power of the Panther God's word. Blur without fear, picking up the real comic stacks. This new sage's dope spills will have you stepping back. Alternative factuals got me to approach the nerd. Now I got the comic power of the Panther God's word. Dressed in all black like T'Challa. If you want static, I'm like the real comic stacks. This new sage's dope spills will have you stepping back. Alternative factuals.